It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Cleveland Browns. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before. He works it past the 50. Allen now on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw complete there to Beckham. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
On second down now, it's Hunt. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Now Lawrence to throw. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
No surprise they decided to throw on third down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Lambeau will put this one through. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you...
Here's a diving catch right side. A gain of 6 there on first. On play action, Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. So there's the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And he's got a man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Browns. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Off play action. Allen sliding out of the pocket. First down and more for Allen. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. Throwing on first down is Allen. Forced out to his left.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Through one quarter, 9-7 our score. From the 31, Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox there to make the grab. And the Bills have retaken the lead.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. On 2nd and 10, Lawrence looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Lawrence. Over the middle to Beckham. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. To try again after the sack. Allen flushed out right. Got some room at the 30.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. From midfield, here's Allen. That's complete to Butler. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Allen off the play fake. Dumping it off for Johnson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Flush to his right. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And again, it's Allen. He's got his man on the crossing route. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. This is caught. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Breida. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Matt Breida taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills will extend their lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Lawrence. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Lawrence going to throw again. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Lawrence on the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd down and goal. Lawrence. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. Touchdown! Kareem Hunt, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Browns are back within a score. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, that's all the way home for a Bills touchdown. First, Stephon Diggs, he can do a lot of things, CD. He can be a possession-type receiver. He can take the top off a defense, or he can do what we saw right there, make a catch, and then turn it into a big game. And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive. And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter. And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one. So after the INT, it's Allen. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation. And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better. I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence. See what happens. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And he will slide down, but a penalty marker down as well. And it looks like this is going to be all for naught. The penalty does everything but get them a first down. It's close here on 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. This is the tight end, Njoku. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world? No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Swings this out for Hunt. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Again, it's Lawrence. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 29. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Baby, all day, all day.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead.
Touchdown! Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Being chased out left. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they just...
They got his man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one. And they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, Allen escaping the pressure right toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
On play action, Allen. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bills get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go play action now. Lawrence flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Davion Taylor able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big connection on that one. 38 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Steps away to his left. And he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the